walkable and bikeable community. So I know everybody will be enjoying the weather and out walking and biking.
It was for me, or for Mr. Labaume, important to involve not only 150 participants, but to involve all the citizens of the region.
Each new city that becomes part of this community that has hosted the annual meeting is somewhat put up on a pedestal as, okay, now you are really a part of the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative.
As the mayor of Marquette, to have this event in the city of Marquette is overwhelming. The city of Marquette's population is 21,000, and it's the home port of the mining industry. And we have an ore dock where the ore boats will pull up alongside, take on 25 to 30 tons of iron ore. Today and all of this week, we're having a Great Lakes initiative with 200 mayors from the Great Lakes region and Canada.
This is all about people getting together and rallying around a common cause, and the common cause is the resource. More and more people are realizing that fresh water is just an unbelievable, valuable resource. The Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative is a coalition of over 100 U.S. and Canadian mayors who have banded together to be advocates for the long-term protection, restoration, and sustainability of the world's largest surface freshwater source of fresh water in the world. And we have been working together for the last 10 years to lead by example in all of our cities and to tackle what we consider to be our tough issues related to the resource that are affecting everybody around the basin.
They leave their motels in the morning to attend these events. We are very walkable and bikeable communities. They'll be seeing American and Canadian flags flying all along the streets, and we preserve a lot of the old buildings and also mix them in with the 21st century buildings, but they're all very compatible with each other. To have all the events going on is nothing but a big boost.
When our mayors get together, and this event is really the most important thing we do every year, and primarily because it gives mayors an opportunity to interact with one another, and there's a wonderful synergy that develops when they get together. They exchange ideas. They're a little bit competitive with one another. Each wants to be the best city on the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence. They shamelessly steal ideas from one another, but they're kind of complimented when their ideas are stolen. And it's a real catalyst for action. And they go back not only with good ideas, but I think re-energized that they're in this together, and they feel good about what they've been doing, and they want to go out and do more.
And we do focus extremely hard on building customer intimacy.
My name is Benoit Messicotte. I'm Director of Communication and Corporate Affairs at the Quebec Metropolitan Community. This community groups 28 different municipalities around Quebec City. The whole region is about 750,000 citizens. And yeah, I've been involved in organizing the 2012 Cities Initiative, Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative meeting, which was held in Quebec City. The mayor has been very deeply involved in organizing that event. Not, of course, of the small details, yeah, but he was there all the time. And for him, Cities Initiative is very important. So I think it's very important to have the mayor on board, to have the mayor present there, to show people that he also is interested.
We were the 7th city to join the Great Lakes Initiative 10 years ago, and since then almost all of the regions in the Great Lakes have bought into this.
The Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative has now just had its 10th annual conference. I think we've been in 9 different cities. The only one we did twice was Quebec City, somewhat by popular demand. Everybody loves to go there. We've been in big cities and small cities, Chicago and Toronto, Parry Sound, and now Marquette and Milwaukee. So we try to move around to different cities. Trois-Rivières. We alternate between Ontario, Quebec, and the U.S. On a 3-year cycle.
Marquette's a small community. I know there's a lot of bigger cities that bid on this, that want the Great Lakes Initiative in their community. So we were all very overwhelmed, but also everybody got together as a community to put all the things out on the street for everybody that comes to Marquette to enjoy.
I think it's different to organize such an event in a small community like here and like in Quebec City or Toronto or Chicago or Montreal. We tried to work with local newspaper, Quebec City newspaper, before the meeting and after the meeting also to explain to citizens which were not in the Chateau Frontenac at that time what are the main assets of the St. Lawrence. It was for me or for Mr. Labaume important to involve not only 150 participants but to involve all the citizens of the region.
The more community involvement you can get, the schools, the businesses, the organizations, the more you can get them to be engaged in this and to recognize it as something to be celebrated, the better. I would highly recommend that the committee really pull together as broad a cross-section of the community as possible to say, how can we best showcase what Thunder Bay is all about? Because we're going to have people from all the way out to the Gulf of St. Lawrence and Chicago, Milwaukee, all across the basin. We really want to show people what Thunder Bay is like. I'm sure most of the people who come will never have been in Thunder Bay. And this is a good opportunity to do that, so they'll come, see what it's like, and most importantly, want to come back.
It's an honor to be your chair for 2013. To get this honor bestowed upon me is just awesome, and thank you for the confidence in me.
As you attend a lot of the sessions, and each group has their presentation, they're educating us on a lot of the things that we're going to be doing in the near future. And plus it gives us a chance to educate all of the attendees, the delegates that came to Marquette with what we've had done in the last 10 years with our shoreline.
I think the most important thing is to have good panels, to have good panelists, and to focus on certain issues and to help people understand that what you did in Quebec City or in Montreal or in Marquette could be done somewhere else. So if I would have to organize that a third time, I think we would put maybe more emphasis on the issues we're discussing and the type of panelists you have.
What I would want to advise the committee in Thunder Bay is that there's a real challenge because every year this gets better. Each new city figures out a way to do it. It's kind of the competitiveness between the mayors.
You're proud of your city, and when you invite people, you want them to be happy with what you decided. You invite mayors, you want them to be happy with your event, not only yourself. And it was very important to have them happy.
It's important to get a good feeling for the City of Thunder Bay's relationship with the water. The waterfront is critically important, and how the city is utilizing, transforming, how it understands its waterfront. Our organization is about cities and water. Each new city that becomes part of this community that has hosted the annual meeting is somewhat put up on a pedestal as, okay, now you are really a part of the Great Lakes and St. Lawrence Cities Initiative. You've hosted the conference. You're part of this great tradition that each year it gets better. Each year the mayors come, they get good ideas, they get excited about them, and they go out and do more good work. So it's a real honor to be part of that. Thunder Bay is becoming part of a wonderful tradition that we've established.